Get to it. How do you do with episode 9? Well, it's uneven. I guess I'll go with uneven. Yeah. It seemed to go again long way to short place. So, without spoiling too much, we basically get two major battles. The fight scenes themselves were pretty amazing, so that was good. But this, I think, overdosed way too much in style. Style really predominated over substance, and the actual substance was like, oh, they save it right towards the very end. And obviously, they don't have to follow the comics. But if you do know the comics, you're like, oh, okay, that's very interesting. So, obviously, this is more of a cliffhanger episode. So, obviously, we're just saving the big stuff for the final episode. But for what it was entertaining and amusing. But you are kind of like, they have to force in a lot of stuff. And I do mean a lot of stuff is just happening. You're like, wait, how did that happen? Why did that happen? It's like, this is going to happen. So, it's like, okay, That said, Easter eggs were strong, animation strong, so why do I sound a little on the dour side? Well, I guess the question is twofold. One is that, and again, some of the stuff was funny, but the dialogue is, yeah, getting more and more silly and stupid. It just is not where it should be. And the other problem is it's just a very big repetition of the last series because, like, we did this before. Like, I'm not going to spoil with too many details, but basically, one of the main villains does something, and you're like, you pulled that trick before. It's kind of a little different here, but we did this before. Even the whole setup is like, oh, the big battle with one team facing another team. You've done that before. So I was like, okay. Again, stories can be repetitive and still be good, but I just thought to myself, oh, okay. I mean, they didn't do exactly what I thought they were going to do, but pretty much damn close to it. So I was like, okay, got it. I understand. I understand. I do understand. And again, it was fun and amusing, especially leading to the conclusion, but still you're like, okay, it would have been more interesting to do that much, much earlier and get to the main story. But I guess we're going to have to wait for season 2 again. So yeah, there we are. So we can't really say until we see the final episode what the implications are of that final dramatic scene. But I would assume if they are following the comics, like, okay, that could be an intriguing story. If they're not going to follow the comics, maybe they can do something really insane and outrageously creative. But so far, it's just been. It looks like it's creative, but then they just fall back into something very generic. So, I don't know. I'm very mixed. Still a good episode, but really, it's the ending that really redeemed the whole episode. So, I'm going to give this a solid 7 out of 10. It is a strong 7 out of 10, but still only 7 out of 10.